This is the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
You're listening to Trending with Timmerie here on Relevant Radio. There was a question that came in from Brittany that is a resounding question I'm hearing a lot right now. She said, I'm 35 and single. All my friends are getting married, already got married, or pregnant. Now my sister is pregnant, and she's always been the prettier, more successful, and stable one in the family. I feel like I've just always been the single screw up. She said, no one I date ever sticks around for long, but I'm trying. She said, how are you able to deal with being happy for other people without being incredibly hurt and upset that things are not working out for you? Should everyone else's, quote, good news is starting to crush me, and I just want to be happy for people. This is a great question. How are you able to deal with being happy for other people without being hurt by that longing for the season in life that you want to be in, that you're not finding you're in? I get this. My husband and I got married in, I was, I think, almost 28-ish. And when we got married, I spent a lot of years, we dated longer than ever. So I wasn't single, but I wasn't married, and I wanted to be married, and I wanted to have children. And I remember I was also one who in high school who had a lot of older friends. So I had already been through this season of all my friends, not long after high school for me, had already gotten married and started having kids, and went through the season where a lot of my cousins and friends had done that. And I wasn't in that group. And it was an adjustment of, hey, this is what I would like to, but not yet. Need the man, need the right season in life. And then I saw, as I went through this long dating season with my husband, don't recommend it, it's not what we wish, but it was just part of our personal journey. What ends up happening is I saw all of my friends then get married. Again, this new round of friends. I saw all of these different people that I had mentored for years get married, who seemingly to me were like far behind me in years. And again, time closes that gap. And then I saw them all having children, and it was difficult. It was difficult. I actually remember one season I would be going to mass by myself on Sundays, and I go to mass and I would just sort of dread seeing some of those couples that I'd known for years and were so excited to say hello, because I was just kind of struggling with the place I was at in life. They had a lot of things that I wanted, and not that I wasn't jealous, but what was difficult was kind of the questions they would ask. Oh, are you still dating so-and-so? Oh, you guys talking about getting married. Those were the questions that started to get difficult. But flip it on its back. If you're not dating someone, the question that gets really difficult to hear over and over again is, are you seeing anyone? Do you like anyone? Have you been on any dates lately? The questions that you hear from people when you catch up, whether it's family or friends, seem to always revolve around whether or not you're single. And it already pricks at a wound that is so poignant for many in that season that is so difficult. So the question is, how are you able to deal with being happy for other people without being incredibly hurt and upset that things aren't working out for you? I think that the first mindset shift is making sure you change your happiness. Is my ability to thrive in life dependent upon my marital status or upon whether or not I have children? And I think that that's the beginning point, because if that is the place that is whether or not in a day-to-day, moment-to-moment experience, if that is the determining factor of whether or not you're happy, something more is going on that needs to be addressed. And I challenge you to start working on, how can I flourish in the state in life I'm in? I'll give you an example. One of my friends, very similar, she's in her mid-30s, thought she would have had a spouse and babies by now. She doesn't. So she decided, okay, I'm embracing now. This is where I'm at. I'm not going to sit here and be upset. I may or may not ever get married. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is currently God's plan for me, and I'm living in a state of grace. I'm chasing after him. And so those are two of the tips. Are you living in a state of grace, and are you truly discerning God's will, or are you following your own path? So that's a great place to start. And then second, she went, okay, I'm a teacher, and I'm really not happy with the location I'm living in. And I'm really not happy with the salary I'm making. So she went back to school, got her master's, increased what she was making, moved to a different school district, ended up buying a house, and she's in a place that she is much more content. Rather than sitting and waiting around for life circumstances to change, she said, okay, what are those things that would help me in being motivated and peace-filled in the current state in life I'm in? And that helped her because she had something that she was working toward. She had something to share about that she was proud of, versus before, she wasn't proud of the state in life she was in. She kind of just felt like, well, this is what it is. And I think that's important. Not that you have to go and make some big life change, but you can be proud of what you're working on. Whether it be a project, whether it be something you're volunteering on. Maybe it's something fun you did where you traveled with a friend because you have that freedom. But that helps you to be able to enjoy and celebrate your friends' good news as well, rather than ruminating in your own news that you feel like you don't have to share, or that you don't like the news you have to share. So it's a tough season, but it's one that we allow ourselves to sit in, and it's one we're called to find joy in, no matter what our state in life is in. This entire episode of Trending with Timmerie is on the Relevant Radio app. The Relevant Radio app is completely free and updated daily with fresh articles, podcasts, and prayers. Don't delay, download the app today, and thanks for listening.